All right, here we go. This is the video recording. I'm showing that I do have an audience. Everybody wave. Say hi. Hi. There's my instructional aid. We watched a YouTube video on autonomous trucks for Freightliner. And my name is Tyson Sontag, and I'm going to give an informative speech on autonomous trucks. Webster's Dictionary defines autonomous as existing or acting alone. Today I'm going to be talking about autonomous or self-driving trucks. Specifically, I'm going to discuss the reasons behind autonomous trucks, the technology and methods being used, and how some of the technology is present in today's vehicles. I will also discuss the future of autonomous trucks and where the trucking industry professionals say they will have an impact. So today I'm going to talk about some of the reasons behind autonomous trucks. The reasons for autonomous trucks. Safety is one of the biggest reasons behind the push for autonomous trucks. As roads become more congested and cramped, autonomous systems are designed to help the driver. Daimler Trucks has said that their system does not replace the driver, but supports and relieves the strain on the driver by dealing with monotonous stretches or cramped stretches such as stop-and-go traffic. During the course of the 11 hours that American truck drivers are allowed to drive in a day, anything that reduces the strain on them is very helpful. Fuel efficiency is another reason for the push to autonomous trucks. Autonomous trucks are better able to manage fuel efficiency through the use of greater computer controls of the truck. Another area where autonomous trucks show great gains is in the process called platooning. Platooning systems electronically link two or more tractor trailers together to synchronize their braking and acceleration, thus enabling the vehicles to form tight convoys with shorter following distances that improve fuel economy. You can think of it as a Wi-Fi signal between both trucks. Peloton Technology is a major player in the technology. They have said that tests that they have conducted in Europe have cut fuel consumption by 10% for the following truck and more than 4% for the lead truck. Any technology that brings about double-digit increases in fuel economy gets the attention of trucking executives. Now I'd like to discuss some of the technology used in autonomous trucks and how they function. I will even discuss how some of the technology is being used in vehicles of all sizes as I speak. Autonomous trucks work by using a suite of electronics to monitor their surroundings. They use cameras to monitor the lane markings to stay within their lanes, and they use a suite of radar sensors to monitor what is around them. The radar sensors are usually mounted in the front bumper and on the sides of the truck, so collisions can be avoided all the way around. They also use steering controls to keep the truck in its own lane and compensate for drift. A lot of the technology in autonomous trucks exists already in modern vehicles. Some of it has been around for a while. Electronic stability control and ABS brakes have been around for a long time. They allow a vehicle's computer to overtake brakes and throttle to control the vehicle in the event of a loss of traction or vehicle control. No doubt you've seen countless commercials where the car rapidly applies the brakes while the driver's attention is diverted elsewhere. This feature incorporates the radar features in autonomous trucks, and some manufacturers even have cars that can parallel park themselves. This makes use of steering controls in autonomous trucks. These features are called driver assist features, and Charles Chilton, Director of Engineering and Advanced Technologies at Navistar International, said they are the building blocks that will enable autonomous trucks in the future. Now I would like to talk about the future of autonomous trucks with regard to regulations and possible uses. With regard to regulations, the U.S. Department of Transportation has not issued any regulations regarding autonomous trucks. The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration rolled out its first regulations in September of 2016. Nevada was the first state to issue regulations for autonomous vehicles. However, other states are permitting testing on a case-by-case basis. A company based in San Francisco called Otto has developed a retrofit kit that allows existing trucks to be turned into autonomous trucks. They are presently looking for over 1,000 volunteers to have the system installed on their trucks to help fine-tune the technology. While it will be a while before autonomous trucks make it to public roads, they are being used in mining operations on private property and are being looked at for use as vehicles in shipping ports to move containers around, such as drayage. The technology that steers the truck is being looked at as an additional stability control called evasive maneuver control. The steering control system is also being looked at as a means of parking and backing trucks, something that inexperienced drivers struggle with. Also, not all operations can make use of autonomous technology. Hazardous materials still require human accountability. Conclusion: when we talk about autonomous trucks, we learn that the future is now. However, the driver isn't going away. While autonomous trucks take the responsibility for steering and braking the truck, the driver is still responsible for pre-trip inspections, cargo securement, and other functions that can't be automated. Does anyone have any questions? Have I got any questions?
Why is fuel economy so important?
A lot of trucking companies, if you read industry articles, say they operate on profit margins that are 5% or less, and the price of oil is subject to fluctuations that you see when gas got up to $4 a gallon. And fuel is often the number one expense faced by trucking companies. Fuel and labor go back and forth. If the price of oil is down, the fuel goes down. But anything, I work at McKee Foods, and they said that 0.2 of a mile per gallon would save them $500,000 a year in diesel fuel expenses over about 350 trucks. Anybody else?
Yeah, what is a drayage?
When you go to see the big containers that come, ocean-going containers that come in on the ships, when the cranes unload those off the ships, they set them onto a chassis, and those chassis move them around the port and put them where they need to be. That's what drayage is called. Any other questions? All right, that concludes my speech. Thank you very much, guys, and there's my audience still here.